Hey everyone, happy to be back and happy to share another video with you. As you can see over here, I recently hit 1900 in my rapid games, so I was pretty happy with that. Let's go ahead and look at some of these last games. These are a couple casual games I played. This is the game that got me to 1900. I just wanted to share this one with you because it's the first time I've ever been in 1900 ever in any sort of chess, so I just wanted to share this with you guys. It's kind of like a little treat. The climb's been going well. I believe we will get to 2000 if we just keep pushing. So let's go ahead and check out this game. A ready opening from me. What can I say? I have not played this very much, but I kind of learned a new setup. That's like a reverse check defense, right? So like a check perk. Reverse, playing with white with a tempo up. It's just a nice system where the knight's always going to come here, these two pawns are going to push, and the queen's going to come here. Usually a better move is, I don't know, this I think is a better move because then the queen has to come back to c2. But this is the line that my opponent went for. The next move is to strike in the center, and he ignores it, which I think is fine. Leaving the tension between these two pawns is actually good for both black and white. You'll see at some point that it's advantageous for one side or another to take, but yeah, capturing here is no good because I can take back, and black doesn't have takes because queen captures, of course. This move I decided to push and kind of close up the center. This is also a cheeky in-between move. Threatening the queen, and then I have this nice pin that I can take advantage of, so I work on a little bit more development and threaten a castle. So I'd say the position's quite balanced. White has a lead in development, definitely, but black has a better grip on the center right now. White's a little more passive with his center control. This pawn's only contributing here, and this pawn's only contributing here, whereas black has nice center control. So like if you want to know who has more center control, just count 1, 2, 3, 4 to 1, 2, 3. I guess you could say the queen is technically helping, so 4, 5, you know, indirect. So it's kind of hard to say, but I'd say black has a little more space, so it's a little bit easier for black to work in the center, but he's behind in development. So logical move, unpinning the knight, castles, striking at my queen. Like I said, the queen, after she gets kicked from a4, is always going to come back and sit on c2. And then the plans for the knight is usually to jump like this, but since he's got such a good grip, we might try a maneuver like this because he's committed both of his d pawn and his b pawn to the push, leaving c5 kind of a potential target for the knight. Castles, knight move is planned. This push opens up the diagonal for my queen. Also, potentially I can create a battery, as well as it gives my knight a defender to kind of lock in. But right now his grip on c5 is pretty strong, so nothing really to go for there. Okay, I didn't remember this happening in the game, but I think this break is probably good, trying to chip away at black, and like I said, his grip on this square is pretty good. I think I'm obliged to take here. I'm not entirely sure. Taking here is no good. I think you want to provoke this weakness first. I think playing rook e1 would have been a little more precise. Nevertheless, this is how the game went. I'm trying to remember why I played this move. Oh yeah, the pawn's weak, as well as maybe if I shuffle my pieces around, I can still create this battery and take advantage of these light squares. Okay, a good move. Let's talk about this. So I decided to take, and now I'm thinking why I didn't play the move e5. e5 looks a little bit better. Why did I take this? Taking this isn't terrible. I'm trading a rook and a pawn and a minor piece for a rook. I like this rook though. It's on an active file. But this light squared bishop is also poison, so it's interesting. I'm not even clearly winning this game. I think this move is a mistake. I think a queen move here or a rook move, nope, here was probably a little more precise, defending this weakness. Because now I get to take this pawn and win back this pawn. So now I'm dead even. It's a rook to a knight and 2 pawns, just because black made like a little mistake here. Yeah, I think this move is really strong. In fact, I'm trying to see like what I would do here, because you can't take, because then you activate the dark square bishop and you're just losing. I mean, the dark squares are super dominated by black, and the queen's about to get active. I mean, can't push because takes as well, and this is not a threat, so this light square bishop looks terrible. So I think in retrospect I was probably losing here, but it's 1900. I mean, people make mistakes, and I win back this pawn, and now I have a monster knight in the middle of the board. So of course he wants to try and trade it off, blundering another pawn, gives back this pawn, but now I take this pawn. So now I'm up a pawn. He's traded all of his queenside pawns to remove my knight in the center of the board, which is probably not that strong. So this move's tricky, but really doesn't threaten anything because this is covered and the queen's on it as well. And so now, big threat. Where do you go here, right? It's going to be a king hunt, so played the only logical move, create a flight pattern for my king and have light squares to block. Could be a little messy though, hard to take advantage of. I think check was better. Check forced me to move up, you know, and then maybe here and target the f2 square. I mean, and then you'd have to play disconnect, right? It's a mess. And then there's a check, then there's a check threatening to pick up this. You have to move back, and then, you know, you see what I mean? It's messy, right? But it's probably more precise. Moving the queen back, I don't think is all that great. I also don't think this king move is all that great. I think you should play for the A push here. And that's exactly what I do. I do it a tempo late, though. I think leaving the king here was fine. Because, I mean, unless his plan was to do this, but then I can run away, so. Going after the B pawn, check. And then this was the winning move. Black misplayed, but part of chess is recognizing when your opponent's misplay and taking advantage. And so, yeah, this was a nice find, this tactic here. There's no queen blocks. Black is just lost in this position. So that's my analysis. Oftentimes when I'm watching a video and people go over a game, I like to hear their thoughts first, but then I like to see what the engines think. So out of the opening, dead even. But actually black is equalized, so this isn't that great of a game. Oh my goodness, this is a blunder. Wow. And I just miss it. I just miss it completely. Wow, I even missed it in kind of my analysis. This is why it's good to go through your games and review them like I did, but also turn on the engine. I mean, this game was won by move for 6. I should have won this game much sooner. This is a rapid game too. But if you look, like, he spent 8 seconds on that move, and then I spent 4 seconds. So, goes to show time management was poor. And black is equalized. I've allowed him to equalize when I shouldn't have. So, pretty equal here. If you're watching this bar, you'll see anything, I mean, +1, maybe a computer could convert, but as humans, in my opinion, as long as it's under 2, it's dead equal. This C break was really nice. I shouldn't have allowed that. Yep, like I said, playing E1 is more precise. No reason to take. Let's provoke him to. Let's have him provoke me first, or do this takes. You know what I mean. equal. Had an advantage here. Why? What's so threatening? Oh, forking. Why can't he just guard? Oh, because then you gang up. Oh, it's already... You can't guard it anyways. Yeah. 3 defenders, move, and then you skewered him this way. Wow, strong move. So my idea was to pick on this pawn as well, but moving the knight there is a really good idea. If here, I was thinking here, but then you just take and you fork. So another good idea. I had the right idea, I had the right weakness, but I missed the best move to pick on the weakness. So something to gain from this. Taking's wrong. Okay, so the computer actually likes what I did here. Like I said, it removes black's best piece for a rook. I'm going to get the other rook active, right? And it also activates my queen. Yep. Okay, I was thinking this move for black. Yeah, 1.5 this, then this. But then you can gang up even still, and it's like... Oh, mate in 2. Yep. So yeah, black just can't hold on to the pawn here. So I guess yeah, you can't give away this pawn here. Oh really? This? That's brutal. Yeah, see? Who plays this move? What's the idea? You don't even take. Because it's dead. And then you take. Wow. Yeah, that's savage computer moves. I played the human move. Just dead equal. Win back my... It doesn't even want you to win back the pawn. It wants you to threaten this queen check and pick up the rook. It also doesn't want me to give up the knight. It's interesting when you watch your games, you realize how many decisions are not recommended by the computer. Dead equal. Found the best move there. Good. Found the best move again. Yeah, that queen move's no good. Okay. Why? What's wrong with this? Oh, duh. The bishop's hanging. Wow. Whoops. Don't. In my analysis, don't miss that. At least in the game, I didn't miss that. Defend my bishop. Yeah. Now push your pawns. And, yep, huge blunder. Yep. Nice tactic. Collect the rook, and black's toast. Queenside pawns are rolling, and queen versus queen is equal, and the bishop's gonna... we're gonna tuck this king away nice and cozy, and the queen's never gonna be able to get at him, even with breaks. I mean, if takes, right? Or if he gets too close, you can play up here, and how's the queen gonna get in? Get the light squared bishop on f3, and the king's cozy. Stop his push. And then you can harass with the queen and push your pawns. Game over. Okay. I hope you enjoyed this game. It's nice to be back. It's nice to record. We traveled through Wyoming. If you're still here watching the video, I appreciate you, man. I really do. You know, YouTube is a journey, and I hope you guys are enjoying the content. If there's anything you'd like to see or anything you'd like me to do, go ahead and comment that down below. Until next time, guys, have a great day.